I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run. And that one went for a big gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Jackson now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now Leonard Fournette looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Like 20. Here we go. Check it out. Louis.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch. Super one.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Going deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the run, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Fournette running out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Forced out to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Here goes tonight. 180. 55. Man out.
They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Let's go, baby. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Move. Everyone got 4. Come on.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
17. 17. 17.
After the interception, here's Gall. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 6, watch the boot. Watch the boot. Trot. Mike 28. Mike 28. Watch the slant. Hey, number 20.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
25, check 25, check 25. Shell.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Like 20. You ain't going nowhere.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Past the 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Goff now looking to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ric Flair.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Now remember, still time. They can elect to kick it now from back at the 20.
You have to know what you have mentally from your kicker because the extra points have stressed these guys out all across the league. But I think at this stage of the game, I tried him out there and try it from the 20.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
More now. Value 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Run for Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. I got it. Mike 28.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's got his man, Boyd. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Check nickel.
2nd and 7.
Switch.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run with Pollard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Noah Spence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Goff is going to fire one deep, middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Goff. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
3 down. Super 1. Super 1. You got Super 1. You got motion man right there. Smoke.
Goff going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right here. Mark 55.
Here's Gall. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So the victory.